Alright, Ravencoin. I am back giving another special for the Ravencoin community. This is just me on my free time coming in and checking things out. It is Friday, November 19th at around 7 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so I'm in the Discord here, as you can see. Um, and we are going to check out what's going on in development because that's what I want to know, what's going on in development. And Fridays is when the development meetings occur. So let's head on over there. I checked that out earlier, but let's see what we got going on. Scrolling up to, obviously we read that from last week. So starting today at 6:08 a.m., starting the day with Tron. I will not make it to the dev meeting this afternoon. I will catch up with it later. As always, email me at tron@ravencoin.foundation if you have any questions. And then around 1 p.m., when the development meetings occur, around 1 p.m. Pacific time, Kinkaju started the conversation. Channel open. FDOB responds hello. LSJIO7 responds hi. Hedger responds hello. V4QU1T4 responds with the emoji waving. LSJIO7 responds, what is the news on the release? Any progress? Question mark. FDOB responds, waiting for reviews on the current PRs. Some of them should be included in my opinion. I made most of them, so I can't review and approve. Once that part is done, I guess we just need to decide when to start counting for P2SH asset activation. Update translation, tag, and build binaries. LSJIO7 responds, in my opinion, just aim for the end of the year. Give a month-ish to get people swapped over before that count starts. Is the window revision set 21600 or something else? Question mark. Call me Richie jumps into the conversation. Hi all, @Tron invited me today. LSJIO7 responds, 2160, apologies. FDOV responds, I made the PR for the change, yes. Waiting for reviews and approval. LSJIO7, greetings Call me Richie. FDOV responds with a link, github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/pool/1124. Call me Richie responds, thanks. FDOV responds, we probably need to have a discussion, WRT. Start counting time. Personally, I would say minimum a month after release. If 1124 is approved, activation won't happen for about another month. LSJIO7 responds, 14 days voting window plus 14 days locking period. I'm happy with as a minimum. FDOP responds, I also plan to copy Bitcoin GUIX build system for us. That way we can build our own version and compare signatures, much like Gitian, but better. I'm working on that right now. Kinkaju responds, I'm assuming you also still need help with testing. And anything people reading this later might want/need to know in order to help with that? Question mark. FDOB responds, yes, of course, with a big thumbs up. Someone _2 jumps into the conversation. What if you don't have a GitHub account? Question mark. And you're a layperson. FDOB responds, most of the testing tasks are simple, like install the newest binaries or build your own, and test one or more of the features. Comment something like, it started and the boxes worked as expected. Nothing fancy needed. I'm pretty sure most of the features work, but it's nice to have more people verify before we make a release. Once I get 3-ish confirms on each task, I'm happy. Overview, github.com/fdoving/raven/blob/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md. Someone _2 responds, but a confident and seasoned layperson. FDOB responds, someone _2, well, all testing, even non-documented testing, helps. Personally, I would like comments on GitHub. If you're a seasoned layperson, you'll manage to make a GitHub account. If you, for some reason, do not want a GitHub account, feedback from testing can be posted in hashtag RavenQT-SIG-working. Please at me and link to the GitHub issue listed in github.com/fdobbing/raven-blob/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md for feature your testing. I will probably screenshot or copy your feedback and post it on GitHub to document the testing. Call Me Richie responds, nice to meet everyone. I plan to go through your GitHub projects to see if I can assist in any way. Gotta run. Kinkaju responds, I will close the channel shortly if there are no other questions for the core devs. And that's where we close the channel at 2:04 p.m. And that is it for the day for the development meeting. It looks like we just need people just to test out the 4.7 wallet. So for the Ravencoin community, it's obviously very encouraged to download the 4.7 wallet and just test it out and give feedback to the developers. All right, so we're going to head on over to the development channel. This is a separate channel aside from the development meetings, because the development meetings is strictly a 1 hour block of window on a Friday. And the development channel itself is pretty much anybody that's actively developing any time of the day that can come in and just talk with other developers that are on Ravencoin. Okay, we're going to start from yesterday and see what's going on, because here there is actually a little more activity. So let's check out here. Let's start from yesterday. Or should we start from the day before? Maybe the day before, yeah? What do you think here? Yeah, there's a lot here to talk about. Yeah, there we go. Actually, the 16th. There's only one post on the 16th, so we'll start there. Mysterious X. What's the development focus now? Question mark. Then we start on the 17th. LSJIO7 starts the conversation at Mysterious X, getting P2SH out the door and testing features on the next release 4.7. Mysterious X responds, thanks. LSJIO7 responds, check out FDOB's release above if you want a binary to look at, and it has some testing that needs doing. Also, there are a few special interest groups or SIG channels depending on where your interest lies. Hashtag Raven-SIG-working, hashtag Electron-SIG-working, or hashtag Moontree-SIG-working. Mostly self-explanatory. Moontree is a cross-platform mobile wallet, API-based AFAIK. FDOV responds, lots of emoji reactions to the post in hashtag news about testing, but I have not seen one comment on any of the issues listed in the test plan since the news posted. Kinkaju responds, test 3-FDOV is what your prefer use test? Us test? FDOB responds, at Kinkaju, test 3-FDOB includes most of the changes I suspect we might include in the final release. Yes. Many of the tests can be done on test 2, as the test 3 changes are less risky in my opinion, more or less direct backports from Bitcoin. Buster Rifle jumps into the conversation. I'll give it a go on my Mac for test OS X binaries on various versions of OS X. How would I go about this? I'm on Big Sur 11.6.1 with the unsigned.dmg, and I'm currently syncing the wallet. FDOB responds at Buster Rifle. Buster Rifle. Thank you. You just start it and see if it looks good and it works as expected. If it does, make a comment on the GitHub issue listed. If you encounter issues, screenshot and descriptions are very helpful. If you want faster sync and want to test sending coins, you can run with testnet or the testnet shortcut if it is exists on Mac. I can provide testnet-raven. Bust Rifle responds at FDOV anytime. I went ahead and started it. Majority of the section I went through, like the menus look fine. I'll definitely do the testnet when I get some time, and I'll update you on here or post a comment on the GitHub. I really like how you can just change the format of the currency from the main page. That and you added USDT. FDOB responds, great. Please make a comment on GitHub. I went ahead and started it. Majority of the section I went through, like the menus look fine, is fine. Having it on GitHub makes it easier for us to keep track. Thanks again. Solis jumps into the conversation. Does anyone know who Jiasi Wang is? They are a maintainer of the Ravencoin Docker container listed on Unraid. And here's an image where it says Ravencoin wallet GUI. Okay, Joyce Wang. Okay, so FDOV response at Solus. Scamcoin.online 43%. No, hold on. What? Oh, that's at Solus. Looks like he is on GitHub. GitHub.com/angelics/unrated-docker-ravencoin-wallet. Buster Rifle responds, will do, though I never made a comment on GitHub before. How do I do that? Solus responds, thank you. Oh, it was on my screenshot. Still appreciate it, though. FDOV response at Buster Rifle. GitHub.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issues/991. Go to the bottom, sign up, log in, and make a comment. Buster Rifle at FDOV. Done. Thank you for walking me through that. Dadwayne jumps into the conversation. I'm doing a little research before adding Raven memo hashes to our Dart library. I searched the wiki for the memo, but unfortunately there is no mention of it. Does anyone know of a document describing how to include memos in a transaction? So sad, no match. And here's a screenshot of the Raven.wiki. There were no results matching the query for Ravencoin memo. Okay, Kinkaju responds. Ricky at rvnft.art uses memos for COAs on his NFT, but I don't think there is a write-up. Stay-at-home programmer jumps into the conversation. How can I help with the development? ? Crawlverde responds or jumps into the conversation. In a vout, the amount of 0 and the lock-in script hash is op_return op_push curly brackets 1-40 bytes of data curly brackets. For Raven, I believe it's 1-80 actually. Canada Dwayne. Okay, cool. Crawlverde responds with the link bitcoin.stackexchange.com/questions/29554/explanation of what an op return transaction looks like. Kinkaju responds with another link discord.com/channel/ and there's a lot of numbers there. Needs help with testing. Crawlverde Kana Dwayne responds at Crawlverde is messaging the same as memos, i.e. And then he posts a link raven.wiki/w/development #face_5 messaging OIP and restricted assets February 7th, 2020. Stay-at-home programmer jumps into the conversation. By the sound of it, a memo would be part of a vout in a transaction, meaning it can be seen on the blockchain, whereas messages is a way for someone with ownership of a token to broadcast a message to other people who hold the token. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Kana Dwayne responds, that would make sense. Crawlverde responds, assets have their own thing going for them. There can be messages attached to an asset transaction, and messages can be broadcast from an asset message channel. Kana Dwayne responds, how do messages work? ? Especially on assets. I guess I need to understand the differences a bit better to make sure I'm implementing the right thing in Flutter. Smiley face. Crawlverde responds, so our arbitrary data in a transaction memo is the op_return. You can stick an IPFS hash to the end of an asset transfer transaction to add a message to it. And there's a link here, ravencoin.org/assets/#scripts. If the asset is a message channel and you send it to yourself, it is a broadcast. Crypto Diamond jumps into the conversation. Is there any devs on here experienced in front end? ? I don't normally post like this, but one of the projects I am an ambassador for needs one badly. If you're interested in looking into it, feel free to DM me. Thank you guys. And that's the end of the conversation for the 17th of November. Now moving over to the 18th of November, starting the conversation off is Vincent. Looking to hire 2D sprite animators for web-based players to earn game. Please DM. FDOB response, I can make ASCII art with SL. FDOB continues to respond. Comment on GitHub issues, code review, make PRs of issues you can fix is a good start. That was responding to stay-at-home programmer. There's a link here, github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin and github.com/fdobbing/ravenstash/blob/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md at BrianMCT. Can I please have pin powers for this channel? Thanks. Needs some cleanups in my opinion. FDOB, looks like my pin powers are gone in all channels. Kinkaju responds, at Crawlvetta there. Redid a bunch of stuff recently. Probably just forgot to reset it. Sure, he can get you sorted. Pins definitely need cleaning. Stay-at-home programmer responds, thank you, best program I've ever installed. Pushing me for mistyping ls. It's FDOB responds, it's great. Crawlvetta there responds, at FDOB, should be good now. FDOB responds, at Crawlvetta there, thanks. Solus responds, just want to say I appreciate everyone here working hard on Ravencoin, but I do get a ton of problems with the wallet. And here's a screenshot of, looks like a bunch of transactions that says true. There's a bunch of dates and a timestamp. Assets sent, asset received. Okay, so let's see. I'm closing in on 200,000 transactions and it's just so laggy it's nearly unusable. Here's another screenshot from Solus that is from download/linux/ravencoin, raven-4.3.2.1/bin ravenqt. Okay. Also getting seg faults seemingly random. Seg faults. Let's see, here we go. Oh, there it is. Segmentation faults. Core dumped. Interesting. Solus responds, yeah, but I have to actually use the CLI. I usually do use the CLI, but when I want the GUI, it is sad. I'll try 4.7 again. It's been a while. FDOB responds, at Solus, please try test3-fdob from github.com/fdobbing/releases/tag/v4.7.0 test3-fdob. I did one GUI lag fix a long time ago. Let me know how it works out for you. Solus responds, I'm not sure that it made any difference for me, just testing it out. I will go back through some of the testing situations on GitHub again and see if I have any problems. Though I did that before and everything worked from what I remember. Solus continues to respond to FDOB. Actually, I was wrong. It is faster. Once it fully loads up, it's great. When I send a transaction, it seizes up again and is slow for about a minute, but after that, it is good again. Massive improvement over my last experience, where I would be constantly frozen while trying to send transactions. Now, that isn't an issue as long as I wait for the lag to stop. FDOB responds, great. Yeah, it still locks up when doing stuff in the background, but it should not be unusable like 4.3.2.1 when just clicking around that I know of. Solus responds, yes. Yeah, this is so much better. Thank you a lot for this. This makes everything a lot easier for me. FDOB response, at Solus. If you could comment on this, I think it is related. GitHub, here's a link, github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issues/973. Solus responds, it is. I am the one that posted that. FDOB responds, it's reported by you. Just noticed. Solus responds, should I close the issue? FDOB responds, no, leave it open for now. The fix isn't released yet. And that's the end of conversation for the 18th of November. Now moving to the 19th of November, which is today. Let's see here. Solus starts the conversation. Tested what I can for the night on Mint, and I posted on the issues tested. Thanks again for all your work. And there's a tip bot for FDOB 50. Nice. So it looks like FDOB got 50. What did he get? 50. Oh, Ravencoin. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Alphanel jumps into the conversation. I started reading about blockchain bridges and dexes, and I was wondering if someone could point me in the right direction regarding these topics, like some documentation or code bases. I am totally new to this, and I'd like to learn more. Are there projects like these being worked on within the Ravencoin community? Thanks. And that's the end of the conversation for the 19th of November. I guess it's Friday. All right, that's it. Looks like testnet. Let's see what we got on testnet. How many miners do we have on testnet? 2? Question mark. Wow. Let's see anything else. I'm just looking through everything really quick. Mango Farms here. Oh, this is from November 11th. Hi everyone. If anyone has a faucet that needs filling, I have 27 million T Raven, and I am looking to give some of it away. Drop an address here or DM if you got a faucet or for Tipbot, etc. Thank you, Mango Farms. Awesome. Let's give them a thumbs up. Here you go. Awesome. Actually, that's the wrong one. Here you go. Let's give this one here. Bing. Cool. Let's see. Mainnet 25 gigabytes. Testnet 100 megabytes since I checked last. Okay. There we go. There's a link to f.in/Ravencoin. Okay, and Cinecide.medium.com. Okay, CPU mining is no longer works on testnet. Set generate won't do anything useful. You need a GPU. Thanks so much, Tron. You're so welcome, Sarah. Who is Sarah? Don't know, but I'm not Tron. Hold on, I gotta go back and hold on a second. What just happened? Okay, so Marquizano responds, thanks much, Tron. F-Dot responds immediately right after. You're welcome, Sarah. Marquizano responds, who is Sarah? F-Dot responds, don't know, but I'm not Tron. Marquizano, my bad, got names mixed up. I think you helped me get my PR's request approved when I submitted a fix for the Raven core a few months back, though. F-Dot responds, that is possible. Marquezano responds, okay, following the guide. I am able to get to a point where I start a miner against the wall, a wallet RPC daemon that runs miner says, and here's a bunch of, errors, disconnect, pool, there's a bunch of stuff here, yada, yada, yada. There's an IPv4 in other parts of the log too with the same connection issue message. Is this because there's no exposed members on the testnet? Question mark. Okay, there's IPFS discussion. A lot of stuff going on. This goes back, let's go to something current. That's from last month. November 19th, there's only one post from today. Perhaps my above suggestion could help deal with stuff like this. Reddit.com/ okay, what is this? Australian programmer creates a website that lets what? That lets, oh man, I guess I have to open this up, huh? Let's check it out here. That lets people download every NFT on the Ethereum blockchain for free in a single 17 terabyte file. Ooh, nice. For a tutorial explaining what NFTs are and the pros and cons, please read the post. We don't want to read the post. What's interesting is that you can create all these assets, huh? Let's see, let's go back up. Who is this from? Chaos Tau. Okay, Chaos Tau. Let's go actually back up to, what is it, the 16th. It's a couple days ago. Okay, so the 16th of November, Chaos Tau starts the conversation. Is there no way to disable saving the image from IPFS or even have IPFS add some form of watermark on top of images? I'm asking in regards to NFTs, would this not further secure artists' work from people's just copying / saving the image from Ravencoin Explorer? As such, adding more value to utilization of Raven for NFTs. Could it potentially be as simple as overlaying a transparent watermark image over all visual assets with Ravencoin IPFS? Dude, that's actually a good one. Oh my god, dude. Chaos Tau. Why didn't I think of that? Could it potentially be as simple as overlaying a transparent watermark image over all visual assets with Ravencoin IPFS so that anyone looking to snag free NFTs, art, or documents would instead copy, save the watermark overlay in the picture document, which would likely thwart people trying to make off with digital property? Another solution would be to encrypt your files. I know Ravencoin IPFS allows you to do this. Ravencoinipfs.com. Oh, interesting. Yeah, encrypt your file. Well, that's still no. That doesn't really answer it. No. Let's continue down. LSJIO7 responds at Chaos Tau. People who are in NFTs and digital art at the moment use a centralized smart contracts that then essentially links the new owner by simply referencing them in the contract. The owner, in my opinion, never actually receives the NFT, but rather just gives their ETH address to the smart contract. Meanwhile, the smart contract issuer has the keys to edit and change the smart contract if the issuer desires without any real, in my opinion, ownership by the referenced new NFT owner. Not ideal. And people can copy and paste the NFT digital file anyway as it's normally digital and public. I would think that copy and pasting digital artwork is the least of other platforms' concern. Issuers need to balance the decision to secure the artwork of digital files with usability. What's the good of security with awesome art if no one can see or use it? Ravencoin has, in my opinion, the unique ability to link digital art and NFT unique tokens and secure store that token directly within an owner's Ravencoin address. True ownership of that asset and file. Plus, the issuer can encrypt the file on issuance if desired and hand the key to the new owner via blockchain securely if desired. Chaos Tau responds, thanks at Tamao5 and at LSJIO7. I appreciate the feedback. At Tamao5, so if I encrypt my file, will it still be visible? Should I say throw it up on RV NFT? Question mark. I really should just burn and learn, but I know there is a plethora of awesome experience that I might glean from my fellow Ravens. You guys are awesome and helpful. At LSJIO7, I didn't know the smart contracts NFTs are practically an honorary purchase. I do see what you mean about assets actually being stored in an individual wallet, and I appreciate Raven all the more for your contrast. Thanks for that tidbit. I guess that explains why ETH NFT creators can become rich off an NFT even after it is sold and to someone else down the chain of ownership. I think adding a see-through watermark image that covers and renders the asset unclickable would likely further position Raven as a favorite of artists and content creators all the more. It would take ownership and distribution of one's work to the highest level as a collectible currently available. It would allow an interested party to not only see the piece they wish to own, but keep them from running off with it without paying for it. It would, at the very least, impede their ability to do so, being left with a box and serial number whilst the product is made readily available worldwide is kind of detracting them. Knowing that customers will truly be the one to own their work would likely garner much more interest from creators and create mutual benefactors. With most physical assets, one is hard pressed in most cases to reproduce an authentic original work. With digital assets, it all takes a copy and paste or right click and save image. Though I love this aspect of the internet, I can see why it further makes skeptics of those wary to NFTs. I only wish to see Raven do it better. Just a suggestion for the great cause. Thanks for reading. At Chaos Responds, and that was the end of the conversation for the 16th. And then today was perhaps my above suggestion could help deal with stuff like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to RSK development. And that hasn't been developed since March. Ouch. Let's go to DeFi Coop Co-op. And November 19th. Okay. There's not much going on. Let's see. We can go back to, looks like September 9th. Actually, probably a little further back. Let's start from August, I guess. August 28th. At Campbell, could you DM as I might have something of interest to the DeFi ecosystem and I had a special place in my heart for Raven. As a note, we're not crypto developers, but are interested in the crypto/DeFi space with the use of our assets. Neutrino responds at Kent Bull. Are you still working on the open DAO proposal that listed here? Ravencoin.foundation/stablecoin_proposals. Kent Bull responds, and by the way, this is the 8th of September. Kent Bull responds, I am not actively working on it yet. I would love to push it forward. We just need to reach the funding goal. Our next step is the marketing campaign to drive interest and reach our funding goal. After that, we can go to OpenDAO and restart our DeFi conversation. Now we move over to the 9th of September. Noobtrino responds to Kent Bull. I have already been speaking with Logan on Twitter at OpenDAO Logan, and he's been updating some articles surrounding the project based on some questions that myself and others have brought up. Also, a few of us have started mining directly to the OpenDAO funding wallet mentioned on the Ravencoin Foundation website under stablecoin proposals. And here's a few links: ravencoin.foundation/raven stablecoin_proposals, and ravenminer.com/wallet/ and here's an address. We're getting some decent results considering there are only around 4-7 of us mining at any given time whenever we can. And here is the Raven miner. It looks like there's 5 miners with 578 mega hashes. Interesting. Still a ways to go though. Here's Raven, rvn.cryptoscope.io, an address there. Campbell responds to Neutrino, that's awesome. I want to do the same thing. DM me details about your mining setup. I'm just getting started. Neutrino response, done. Now we're moving over to the 14th of September. Psycho Bob responds, silly question. At what point in time did PM, private message, become DM, direct message? Or is it more of where you come from, colloquial phrase? I've only started seeing DM this year, so I'm wondering if I'm just out of the loop. Crawlvet the response, I think Twitter called it different, so it's stuck. Seal Clubber responds, DM comes mostly from IG/Snap since it's not private anymore. Corpo watching, LEL. Wizard responds, cause of Twitter. Crackers responds, didn't know we're making a coup. Z300Z responds, oh, by the way, these are, Z300Z responds, not sure if this is the right place to ask. Where's a good place to stake/dexes that's allowing staking? And that was for the 19th of November, which is today. And that's it. Bounty discussions. I don't know if we have anything. November 17th. Hi, this is, who said this? This is Crowned Royal. Hi, so I captured 2 people who listed a bounty. They are under my stairs. I will release them if given 10,000 Ravencoin. Is this how bounties work? Question mark. Oh, come on. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Okay. Let's see here. Translation. Obviously, we need translation. Burn discussion. Let's scroll on down. Anything recently? August 30th. Can we burn 4,999 Raven per block, please? That was written by 42.4%. And Chaturga, then on the 16th of November, Chaturga responds, only after the halving. LSJ responds, only 2,500 per block burned or removed from the supply is what I'm gunning for. No more, no less. Yeah, that looks like that's about it. I mean, I don't really see. I'm sure there's other stuff. Let's see what's in this meetup here. Nope, nothing there. Let's go to the nest, the infamous nest. Go to there you go, Kikaju. For $70, you can have 20 pieces in a permanent gallery forever and ever. People can buy them from you at any time with no middleman. Yeah, that's true. So, scrolling on down, checking things out. $12 to mint up to 21 billion copies of my own digital album under my own indie label is hella cheap in my opinion. That's my perspective as an artist. You're absolutely right, Kinkaju. Absolutely right. Think about that. $12, mint 21 billion copies of your own work. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think. Actually, news. Here we go. Let's go to news. I think news is important. And there's a link right there. github.com/fdavin/raven/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md. That's the wallet you want to download. There it is. So here's a message from Sevi. Everyone, hello Ravencoin community. Ravencoin needs your help testing Raven core features ahead of the next major update. Below you'll find a link to Raven Stash on GitHub and a list of items that need to be tested. Most notably, this update contains P2SH capabilities for Ravencoin assets. This includes the ability to interact with Ravencoin assets using multi-sig, a requirement for Atomic DEX integration. Whether you're already a seasoned GitHub user or it's your first time, please consider downloading these binaries, testing the features, and giving feedback in the links from the corresponding results column. So, some of these features are simple things that you can test on the mainnet, like resolution scaling. Others like P2SH are for more advanced users and will require launching the binaries in testnet mode and using the console. If you run this software, especially if on mainnet, please be sure to back up your wallet.dat file or run it from another directory entirely. It's already best practice to have backups of your wallet file and /seed phrase. If needed, please seek the assistance of FDAV or another Qt SIG support member in the Raven Qt-SIG-working channel. Ravencoin is a community-driven project with volunteer developers, so it falls on us, the community members, to test the code before it is implemented. Let's all do our part. And there's a link. Beautiful. All right, that is it. I am done for the day. Thanks for checking out the Friday afternoon Ravencoin development. Let's see what happens next week. Until next time, stack, sats, and hodl. Adios.